Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to a Black Friday SitRep. We have a ton to go over. We plan to make this the video to let you know just about everything that's going on this whole weekend. But before we do that, let's hop over into the design room and check in with the designers because we got some awesome stuff on brickmania.com this week. All right, so stop number one is at Dan's desk because we have a new Homefront Bricks pre-order. This is the H125 done up in the colors of the California Highway Patrol. This is a prototype model, so it is missing all of its printing, but Dan, you got it into production on time.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I did. So yeah, it's cool. This is a unique helicopter. It's a little bit bigger than the Kiowa, so it's sort of replacing a lot of the jet rangers in law enforcement, and California Highway Patrol being no exception. Picked California Highway Patrol because I have a friend who's actually an operator.
Oh, very cool.
You're looking at the port side. It has a hoist, as the real one does. It's basically a medical paramedic, air rescue helicopter.
Sure.
So there is a paramedic on board as a pilot, and they have this rescue hoist here. So if they have a hiker trapped in the mountains or something, they can actually lower a hoist down. Typically, somebody on the ground will help because there's only two operators in the helicopter. So if the paramedic wants to get out, he has to actually have to land the helicopter. He can't just hoist himself down.
Right.
It doesn't work that way. But they can bring people up. The helicopter itself is just loaded with all sorts of rescue equipment. There's a defibrillation, there's like a rescue basket kind of thing, a stretcher that they can carry a stretcher case, a stretcher victim on the outside of the helicopter, fly them to land in an open field where they can transfer to an ambulance or even to a medical center. So this does come with the crew of two, tons of printed elements. Something that's unique is that they have this kind of gold stripe down the side of the helicopter.
Yeah, it really adds some cool color.
Replicated that in gold, that sort of pearl gold bricks, which just happened to have the right combination of bricks to make that work out. So there'll be printed pieces galore. The only stickers that will be on this are actually to represent the different, aircraft numbers. So there's several. I tried to represent different. As many of the California Highway Patrol helicopters as I could find. So you'll have tail numbers that you can put on the stickers. Otherwise, everything else is printed. Tons of printed pieces.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool UV stuff, especially, you want to flip open one of these doors for me?
Yeah, let's do that.
Because I know the interior is pretty awesome. The other thing I got to say is, Dan, looking at this helicopter in real life, it's like a bubble. It's super, super kind of curvy. You did a good job trying to capture that in Lego on the front here, because I can't imagine that was easy to do.
It is a bubble. And the European name is a squirrel. It's basically, that would be the French name for it. It looks like a squirrel. That's when it's, the shape of it and everything. So it is very rounded. Was able to capture that shape using, ordinary square-ish Lego bricks. But yeah, it was a real challenge. Side by side with the Kiowa, this isn't very much bigger. It's just a fraction bigger. Able to get the two guys inside. There's all this gear stowed in the back here too, and that'll all be printed. All those compartments will be printed. There's a little oxygen bottle. There's a FLIR or FLIR, forward-looking infrared. There's just all sorts of prints. Those doors will be printed. The roof will be printed. The sides will be printed.
And of course, it comes with a crew of 2 minifigures who will also be printed.
They'll be printed too, and thanks to inside information, we have the right tactical gear on them as well. So yeah, 2 highway patrolmen will come with this. This is kind of a rare law enforcement theme for us.
Yeah.
We don't typically, we typically do historical military, so this is sort of a break, and that Homefront Bricks allows us to, do firefighters, do police, do things that we normally wouldn't do. And also, I should say, the rotor top, all those blades will be printed as well.
Oh,
so
wow.
It has yellow stripes on it, so it's good. It looks sweet when you flip the helicopter.
Yes, definitely one of those models we will be looking forward to seeing in its final form, but for now, available in pre-order. Looking forward to the designer's desk on this one. Dan, thanks so much for checking in.
Thank you.
All right, so for check-in number 2 with Mary Wilson, because we still have some more releases in the Great War lineup. As we said, this is War Spike Week, so this actually released officially on Wednesday. But now it is Friday, so its shipping date is here. Mary, what can you tell me about the little Renault update you've got going on here?
Yeah, so I guess from last time, we finally got our printed parts, so that's really cute. We got our toolbox on the side.
Yeah.
We've got the spade that denotes the battalion that it was in, and then we got our front hatches just to make that a little bit more accurate.
Obviously, spinning turret, the little what is it? The opening hatch on the back, right?
Opening hatch on the back. I guess.
Kind of unique to French tanks.
So you got that. You can stick your minifig in there if you'd like.
Which would be this guy who's included with this set. A nice little World War I tank, dare I say, on the adorable side. Mary, thanks so much for checking in.
Of course.
Okay, Brickmaniacs, and our final check-in here is at Landon's desk, because coming out on Saturday, we're going to have 3 Perfect Caliber and Minifig bundles available. We got the World War I here, straight up center. We got the Cold War bundle, and then the Modern War bundle. So, Landon, what can you tell us a little bit about these awesome figures and Perfect Calibers that are now paired together on Brickmania.com?
Yeah, first of all, it's kind of a cool coinciding of this woodland camouflage pattern. 2 completely different eras, but kind of seeing that woodland camo come back for that Marine Raider. So I guess maybe you want to start with the this original woodland camouflage.
Sure.
Kind of Cold War soldier, decked out in that woodland camouflage pattern, 360 printing on this guy, and then the camouflage helmet as well. Nice Perfect Caliber going with that. Some cool equipment. I'm loving the gas mask from that era. It was I guess again kind of an iconic thing in my head, anyways.
For sure.
For that era, how much it was like actually used in the field. I mean, you know, but sort of an ominous looking figure. Last time this came out, he was gone super quick.
Yes, sold out very, very fast. Pre-minifig limits. Kind of one of the figures that actually made us decide we needed to maybe do that to give him more fair chance. But then he's holding a Perfect Caliber, that Perfect Caliber M16.
Yep.
That hasn't been back since I can remember, to be honest.
Right, and this is a subtle, some subtle design. I mean, the gun itself is pretty much completely black, and so this is just sort of showing off that some of the different the foregrip and the butt are in that kind of plastic composite material, just giving it some different highlights. And then the magazine is, I think that's even a lighter print. It's not printed. Everything else is printed except for that little magazine, so that kind of makes it look like it's seen a bit more use compared to the gun. Perhaps. Sure. More handling, I guess, as the paint wears off. So
very, very cool. So there you have it. The first of our 3 bundles. That is the Cold War bundle. Which one's next?
Same camouflage. So we saw this camouflage come back because the Afghan National Army, they're using that camouflage pattern. So the Marine Raiders who were embedded with them would be wearing the same camo. So that's why you kind of see this comeback of that camouflage pattern. Whereas nowadays we'd be wearing the OCP, operational camouflage pattern, or MARPAT in those environments. But now this is sort of the special forces, the Raiders.
Yep.
Highly popular figure, texture printed beard, baseball cap. He's cool.
And he comes with that Perfect Caliber SOT mod, which actually debuted during our Navy SEALs minifig of the month, but like you were saying, is an excellent pairing to go with this figure as well.
Yes, absolutely. So pick one of those up as well.
And then finally, our World War I bundle actually features a brand new figure and brand new Perfect Caliber. So this is the World War I German Infantry V2. What more can you tell me about this collaboration here, Lando?
Yeah, this is sort of a later war loadout here. Yeah, what else? We have let's set this aside here so I'm not poking myself.
Those bayonets are dangerous.
Yeah, little gas mask canister. You have that assault pack on the back. And brand new entrenching tool artwork on here. Yeah, that turned out. I love how that turned out. Even though it's it's unfortunate that we're always dealing with the stud holes in the back of the minifigure, but you get the impression that the tool's there. Texture printed ventilation lugs on the helmet.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So there's in World War I, the Stahlhelm was obviously similar to the World War II Stahlhelm was very similar to the World War I version, but some slightly different proportions. And then these really just kind of, they almost look like horns, these lugs on the side of the helmet. They kind of a twofold function on those. One, they allowed air to get in, so their heads weren't cooked. And 2, it allowed this giant armor plate to be attached to it if they wanted it. I don't know how common they actually use that big armor plate. It really made the helmet unwieldy, but that was sort of the intention of those lugs on there. Yeah, and then of course this, make sure to pick up a Perfect Caliber Gewehr as well. And with that little serrated edge on the bayonet.
Yeah, look at that. That's so cool.
That
and then
was
anytime the wood grain comes into play, just beautiful.
That serrated edge is interesting. It's normally the I I guess, propaganda of the time. They portrayed Germans as these butchers with this serrated edge, but in real life it was probably a bit more utilitarian, like sawing wood or whatever. But yeah, the German soldiers would actually grind those off in the field because when they were captured and found with those, I don't know how common this was, but apparently they would be not treated well.
Got to fight the stigma a little bit.
Yeah, they'd not be treated well if they had those on their bayonet. So,
well, there you have it, Brickmaniacs. Cold War bundle, Modern War bundle, World War I bundle dropping tomorrow morning, Saturday at 8 a.m. Get them while they last. Landon, thanks for checking in. Okay, awesome. So we have a lot to get to. Let's start with the stuff that's actually happening today. So obviously it is Warspite release. This is all ready to go, all decked out with this printing. We'll show it out for the camera a little bit here. Look at those portholes.
yes.
There is quite a few of them.
And that black line going down the middle is all printed.
Right.
That was quite a challenge there. That's nuts. And it all lines up. That's some precision work right there. So nice job, print crew.
And then of course the flag. Everything moves, etc. You can see some of the Warspite printing down there. This is quite an impressive model and an excellent display piece. Now shipping. Make sure to check those dates.
Awesome. There's still a few left, I think, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. But it is now released and ready to go. So if you wanted to, if you're not a pre-order fan and you were waiting for it to be ready to ship, now's your chance. Get after it. Also on pre-order is the H125, which Dan went over in his check-in. It's the California Highway Patrol. Cool little model there. It comes with 2 minifigs, now available on pre-order. But let's get to the specials for this week. So we have Lando's Randos, which, as you can see, Landon has plenty of sitting in front of him.
What on earth? These are also just all over the place. This batch, I think more than any batch previously, is just out of control. It's so random. There's lots of pieces.
Talk about variety.
Yeah, I mean, every batch we're drawing on new elements, new parts, so it just gets crazier and crazier each batch. So this is no exception. All over the place. Lots of cool 3D printed elements. Some fast helmets thrown in there. I think that was a huge request.
Yep.
Saved it for this release. So, man, pick up 1, pick up 15. Choice is yours.
Yeah, it's the latter half of 2020 has been incredibly 3D print intensive, and when that is the reality for that department, the randos win because we get all their leftovers, we get all their stuff that didn't quite make it to UV, etc., and we get to build it into the randoverse, which is super awesome. So nothing obviously busted or broken, but we still put the craziness, like the oversized hats, different test prints, etc. So there's a lot of fun packed up into this, and because of the popularity that Lando's Randos have had over these kind of last 2 years, here we have the first official Randoverse playset.
Randoverse playset.
Yeah, right. Which is, I don't know, but working title. We're still not 100% sure. We know for a fact we're going to call it the Doomsayer Brewpub. So here we have a prototype model designed by Mary Wilson. Obviously, it just kind of looks like a playset sitting there, but the real attractive part of this model is going to be the incredible printing that our team has put together for it. Tell me a little bit about, I know we got a simulated concrete floor, some graffiti, couple of perfect calibers.
This is an unprecedented level of printing, I think, for any kit. It's like half of the pieces in the kit will be printed.
106 pieces total.
Something like that. Yeah. So it's a crazy. So the whole floor. I guess initially I was like, man, I really want to make some tile packs, some cool things. Like why not make it into kind of like a modular set. So there's tons of printed elements. Yeah, it's highly modular. Hopefully we'll add on to this, keep adding on to this. But even if you're looking to build your own creations, this would be a great starting point. You don't have to necessarily even keep it in this like weird apocalypse theme. It's like where wouldn't you see a concrete floor somewhere? This is actually, I went and took photographs in
the Brickmania
in the headquarters, and so it's actually some floor artwork from Brickmania in this kit, which is just funny. Yeah, we'll see what the response is. If people love it, we can release more of these. So.
Yeah, it's kind of like Mary put together an awesome design here for you to be able to build, to store your randos and display them, etc. But the highlight of the pack is the 106 printed elements plus the Randoverse bartender with his cool high fade, etc. Which is going to be exclusive to the Doomsayer pub for now. But it's just a fun way for people who like to collect the Lando's Randos and actually keep them together, not necessarily part them out, to be able to display that. And at the very least, if you want to just go wild and build your own, you have a very impressive 106 item printed parts pack for you to be able to go ahead and build that.
Some really cool graffiti by Amanda, MN Art Girl on Instagram. she like knocked that out of the park in like 20 minutes. It was like, it's really impressive. So it's cool. It's nice seeing some custom artwork made specifically just for a set, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely a very cool set. Plus, when you pick up the Doomsayer Brewpub this weekend, or actually today only, when you pick up the Doomsayer Brewpub, you will save 5% on all 15 of your randos, provided you actually buy the limit of 15, etc. You can save 5% on up to 15 randos when you pick up the Doomsayer Brewpub. So obviously, if you're looking for some figures to outfit your post-apocalyptic drinking establishment, maybe play some robot fights.
Absolutely.
Hit up happy hour. It's a fun little thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a cool promo to have. So today only, pick up your Orlando's Randos, and if you pick up the Doomsayer Brewpub, you'll save 5% on your Orlando's Randos as well. Remember the Wonder Waff crate, hopefully still available while supplies last. That is with the purchase of $300 or more. So if you're picking up all the new releases, if you're picking up the pre-orders, if you're getting the Doomsayer and some Randos, you're probably going to hit that mark anyways. Just make sure to get your order in so you get one while those supplies are still around. That is a look at everything we have going on Friday. Let's move on to Saturday. You saw during Landon's check-in, we went over these guys right here. So this is the Brickmania Black Friday Minifig Perfect Caliber bundles. We have a World War I bundle, which features a brand new Perfect Caliber and brand new V2 minifig. We have a Cold War bundle, which features a Perfect Caliber that hasn't been in stock online in like forever, and a figure that sold out in about 18 seconds last time it was available. And then finally, we have one of our most popular figures and most popular Perfect Calibers in combination together. If you were to buy these separately, they would cost a little bit more, so when you get the bundle, you do save, I think it's a 3-4%, something like that, depending on which bundle you pick up. So not only do you get the figure and the Perfect Caliber, but you get to save a little cash too. Who's going to complain about that?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to complain.
I wouldn't, that's for sure. So those will be well supplies last. Those will start on Friday or on Saturday. Then, coming on Sunday,
Saving it for Sunday.
new minifig of the month, Rosie the Riveter, available in 3 different flesh tones. The first batch will drop on Sunday. If you pick up a batch if you pick up one on Sunday, you will get a free Allied Star 1x2 printed tile with your purchase. No gimmicks, no whatever. We know they'll sell regularly anyways, but we wanted to throw in a little extra something if you get in on the initial batch. So there you have it. Pick one up.
Yeah.
You get yourself a free printed tile. Because who doesn't want printed bricks? Right.
I don't. Wait, I do.
Yeah, you do. I've seen your brick badge.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. It needs to be side by side now at this point.
There we go.
If you were to represent everyone who
Every
you've gotten a
single
printed
one.
brick from,
Yeah.
do you think you could walk?
Probably not. No, Dan's is like down to the floor.
Yeah,
So.
it's absurd. But that's cool. That's status, maybe. I don't really know. You have a lot of printed bricks. Cool, man.
It is cool.
It is cool. You're totally right. It is awesome. Okay, so that is everything leading us through to Monday. We will be back then on Monday to announce the Cyber Monday specials, which is going to be another epic day to cap off this awesome weekend. Make sure to check those shipping dates on our blog, whether you're getting stuff that is in pre-order phase or actually shipping right now, getting on those bundles, etc. Make sure to take advantage of the savings all weekend long, and remember to tune in on Saturday and Sunday morning for the releases of the bundles. Rosie the Riveter, more stuff Monday. Can I be done talking now?
No. Yes?
I think so. I'm pretty sure that's all I have to say.
There we go.
Lando's Randos, Doomsayer. I don't know, you got anything to end on?
I don't have anything to end on. Just pick up a bunch of randos, man.
Cool. Well, we hope you had a happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at Brickmania. We're excited to charge forward into the end of the year. Make sure to check out those updates on World War Brick, included on our blog post as well. Thanks for watching.